I'll just do my sharing and then I will concentrate with you on what's going on and what I'm doing for today. So just let me see that it's come up and I can share it. Hopefully it's not showing, it's shared. Yeah, it's been a good week here. The weather's good here for a change. We're pretty much out of lockdown at this time. I don't know how long. I'm not in control of that at all, so I don't feed it, you know what I mean? And just get on with my everyday life, stay in my sovereign self, and just do me, really. I can't always focus and have an opinion on what's going on in the world because Michael always tells me off. Literally. So I don't get too involved in it. And I just do my thing, get on, do my shows, connect with people, and just try and spread the light and help, and just help people. Do you know what I mean? As a teacher, a life coach, I do help people in many, many, many ways, which is what it's all about, you know. So just keep centered, grounded, and just do what I'm here to do. So shine my light and just help who I can help. For those that want to be helped, some people just, aren't ready to hear the messages or ready to be awakened. But that's their soul's journey, their soul's purpose, and that's totally up to them as souls. Not every soul wants to be awakened. Not every soul wants to, hear the truth. So that's totally up to that person as a soul. And that's not for me to put my views or how you know what I mean? So I'm always like, yeah, much love, much love. And especially at this moment, people keep, oh, thank you, Amanda. A lot of people keep going on about the V at the moment. And I'm like, look, it's a soul's choice. It's not for me to say who has what or whatever. It's totally up to people what they want to do with their bodies, their minds, and their sovereign selves. So I don't get involved in that. So I just continue to come from love and just help people, talk to people about different things. I know a lot of people, I must bring this up and I will leave it because it is a little bit touching somewhere I don't really need to go, but I am hearing to just quickly mention that a lot of people that have had the V have felt that they have had their God switch turned off. Not that you have to be godly, but within that it's like takes you away from spirituality and the angels and things like that. And I work with a very beautiful lady, Diane Morgan. We are uniting the light. And, we've both been saying that people seem to be not really wanting to know about the angels, it's, but I keep going. It doesn't matter. I mean, if people don't want to hear about it, you don't have to listen to me, do you? But I'm here, and I do what I do and I love doing it. So that's more to the point. That's more of what it's all about, guys. And people have free will and they must live their lives the way they want to live it. I am not judging anyone or forcing anyone to do anything. It's down to them. I have had quite a busy week actually. But sorry, I'm just sharing. I'll be with you. I have had a busy week. I'm always busy, especially with the angels, because that never ends. I couldn't live my life without them. So I just really, really couldn't live my I couldn't live my life without them. So, but yeah, I love working with them, and I wouldn't be without them. They are amazing. I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she was saying to me that you're lucky you have the angels to guide you and steer you where you need to be. And it is true. It is very, very true. I know I'm lucky. I thank them every day for their love, their support in my life. But she, bless her, she's a lovely, lovely lady. She's a medium as well. And she was bringing out all her books and showing me. And she was, just showing me all these books. And she said, oh, have you read them? And I said, no, because the angels only ever steer me to what is irrelevant to me. So I don't, sorry, this is taking time. So yeah, I only read what they instruct me to read, because not everything serves my soul's purpose. I could read every book in the world, but it's what it's really all about, what serves me. So sorry guys, I will concentrate in a minute. I will get to you. Come on. I tell you, my internet drives me mad, If you haven't got it, it is a bit of a pain. Oh, okay. Well, I've tried to share that, so but I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everybody is okay. And yeah, I just hope everybody's okay, and just understand that stay in your sovereign self, and don't be too triggered by what's going on in the world. Michael keeps saying to me that there is a higher perspective on this. We're just not seeing it as humanity right now. Hi Colette, hi Amanda, Ollie, Linda. I know Nicola's there as well. Hi guys. Jackie, hi my darlings. Lovely to have you with me today. Thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, what I was going to talk about, because I do kind of talk some on my show, and then I do mini readings. That's the way Michael likes it, because I do so much for free and I have to keep a roof over my head at the same time. So I don't mind doing mini readings for people and helping them, of course. But then some of the time, I also am here to teach and talk about what he wants to talk about, Archangel Michael and the angels in general. So as I say, myself and Diane Morgan, we are uniting the light. That's another part of what I do as well. And we are both teachers in our own right. And we both got this download recently to teach about crystal grids and about crystals in general. And the funny thing is that what we were going to teach, Diane Cooper, who is a lady from the UK, she was teaching it for free. Me and Diane were only going to charge a very small proportion anyway. It wasn't going to be a lot of money, but Diane Cooper actually did a workshop on it, and we didn't get a lot of response, probably because she'd done it for free or people just weren't interested. So anyway, me and Diane, we didn't end up doing it, which was a bit sad, but never mind, it is what it is. And Michael reminds me and us that, if you are an angel communicator, they do collectively give out messages, and certain people pick up the messages and run with it. And me and Diane had got the same message because he speaks to us at the same time. But yeah, we'd got the workshop to be in place in a date, but Diane Cooper did it and we didn't have much response. But what it was actually about, and we might teach it later on, was the concept of, people, when they talk about crystals, I mean, crystals aren't cheap, guys, even tumble stones, not always cheap. And when I was in, you can tell Michael's here because I've got the feathers up my nose. But funny enough, when I was in Brisbane, which is coming on to about a year and a half ago now, went to a crystal shop in Brisbane, and my God, guys, I kid you not, I'll just show you quickly. This is, for instance, this is I can't, citrine. I love this stone. It's a point, okay, but it's a citrine point. This cost me £2.50 in this country, right, which is nothing. And I kid you not, when I was in Brisbane, we went to this crystal shop. My friend, bless her, she took me there, and I was most grateful, you know. But for something similar or slightly smaller was, I think, $45, and I nearly choked because of the pricing. So where I'm coming in on, which is a concept that people do not always think, okay, that there is nothing stopping you, okay. Now, I've done it on slate, but Michael says you can do it on stone, okay? And you can make your irrelevant crystals, you can make them either in the archangels, or you could even just do a yellow, like I say, this is slate. And the reason why I did slate is because it's the nearest thing I had to me rather than stones, but also slate is a crystal, if you didn't know, right? So slate is a crystal in itself, and slate is also very grounding, okay? It's a grounding crystal. Obviously, it has other priorities, but it's a really good grounding crystal, okay? So if you feel ungrounded, slate is a good one to have in your pocket. Or if you're doing like Reiki, it's a good grounding stone to have, obviously, at the chakra, where you're grounding in at your feet, okay? But what Michael said was the fact that, you know, it's just boring old slate. And this is where we were coming in on, was the fact of anything you do with spirituality is about intention, you know? So my intention was, Michael cleared this of anything low vibrational for me anyway, because you have to clear any crystal, whether, you know, and I mean, this is slate. I asked it to be cleared. It was cleared. I ran it through water, and I asked for that intention for anything attached, low vibrational, for it to be cleared. So then all I've done in Michael's colours is painted it, put his name on it, obviously, with a heart on it. Now, because I'm such a bigwig with energies, you know, because everything is energy, and anything that comes through my telly or my Wi-Fi system, I mean, I have tourmaline there now, but Michael said, why didn't I do the 16 archangels that me and Diane have done in our courses? And I've placed them all in front of the telly. And what he was saying was, I could work with these, yes, because I can call them in. I can call the archangels in on the stones, like Raguel, but also place them in front of my TV to actually ground the energies that are coming in. And Michael said that, you know, like I keep saying, it's all about intention. So I've actually placed them where the TV is and where the Wi-Fi system is, to help ground those negative energies from that source, you know, coming into the house, because those things can not only be manipulating to how you think, but they can be draining to you, because everything is energy. Hi, Colette. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And the fact was, you know, I could call in the archangels as well with my stones. And the other thing Michael wanted to say to me as well, this is Jophiel, who I love and adore as well, is the fact that some of us, all of us, me, I always want to know what angel I'm working with. I always want to know, am I doing right by the angel? Have I got the right colours that are relevant to them? And Michael said, use what colours you want, because they're so non-egoed. Put what colours you want. But Jophiel always comes in with a baby pink. But then Shamuel always comes in with a very cerise pink, you know, like a deeper, vibrant pink, whereas Jophiel always, I feel, comes in with the baby pinks. So, but it's what resonates to you, and it's the whole concept of, you know, you don't have to go out and buy crystals, guys, and spend a lot of money on crystals. You can just do it on the back of slate or stone, but it's all about intention. And that's really what I wanted to share with you, because I have so many clients and so many people saying to me, Suzi, what crystal do I need this for? What crystal do I need that for? And I think, my goodness, that you guys, you must pay quite a lot of money for crystals in Australia. So that's where I'm at with that. You know, as long as you got the intention, you can do it on a bit of slate. And the thing is, Michael says, you don't have to put the angel name. You could put citrine. You could put tourmaline. You could put, do you know what I mean? You just put the name on what you want what you want it to be, and have the intention. You know, you don't have, this is where he was coming in on. But like I say, me and Diane, we had that information from Michael, and we were going to do the workshop. But Diana Cooper, sorry, bless her heart, Diana Cooper, she did it. So, you know, at the end of the day, this isn't a competition. Me and Diane Morgan, I love her dearly. We always say this. You know, it isn't a race to who does stuff. It's like all about education, and it's all about helping people. The fact that me and Diana Cooper got in there before us doesn't matter. It's just about educating people and having people think, you know, in different ways. But I thought that was something that I could talk about with you. Me and Diane Morgan might be doing the workshop anyway. I'll let you know, but it's just a different concept. The fact you don't have to spend millions of dollars or pounds on you know, crystals, because some of them aren't blimmin' cheap, guys. They're not. And like I say, after going to Brisbane and seeing this piece, which is $250 for me, was I think $45, $35, $40. I mean, you know, it's a lot of pennies for everybody. So yeah, that was one thing that Michael wanted me to bring up. So I did. But I hope all of you are all right. I've got somebody, have I, from Sweden? Wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, well, I feel I've probably said my piece then. Maybe we should get on and see what you lot are out there. Oh, Ben, really? Darling, unless people make a stand, I don't know. I am going to bring this up as you've sent that to me, Ben. I'm quickly going to say this because I don't want to waste time. But that could be for everybody soon, unless people make a stand. I mean, last weekend, I know there was mass marches in all over the world. I'm on Telegram, and if you're on Telegram, things don't get shut down. I mean, obviously, with anything like Facebook, they own them, so you can't really, you know what I mean, talk about it because everything gets shut down. But there was massive stuff going on last weekend all over the world. It was a privilege to see, but there's loads of stuff on Telegram that you can find out and see. People are standing up for humanity, which is an amazing thing. You know, it's an amazing thing. I think what scares me is the fact that what I've been seeing, that farmers have been in America told to destroy their crops and stuff like that, food shortages and all this, you know. So anyway, let's get off that subject because I can't be doing with it. The light will prevail, is what Michael says. He always says that. Sorry if you can hear my dog. He always, as soon as I get online and start doing stuff, he ends up being the most noisiest. Know that he's around you though, Colette. He is hearing you, I'm hearing. Because I feel you come in from that angle of the fact you can't see him in the physical. You don't think he's there. He wants you to know he's hearing everything you're saying. Everything. And he says, you know, don't get frustrated. No, there's a bigger plan and a bigger picture for everyone at this time. And that's what we have to hold on to. That's what we have to, you know, I know it's hard, you know, trust, release and surrender. And that's what I think a lot of us, you know, are having to learn at this time. And the thing with divine timing, Colette, is the fact that you don't see that. I always say this, but it's true. It's the metaphor of it. The fact that you don't see those wheels of the divine timing, the cogs turning. And I think we all get frustrated by that, because you want what you want it now. You want things to plan out now. And you want it, you know, like this second. And sometimes as humans, we don't understand why things aren't working towards what we want. They are, you just don't see that in the physical. I mean, I had a situation, and it feels relevant to tell you this story quickly, Colette. Was I was wanting to move to Dorset for about 18 months to nearly 2 years, and it wasn't happening, and it wasn't happening, and I was getting pissy. I was like, come on, guys, why is this not happening? Why can I not manifest this move? You know, I'm ready for it. I want it. And it didn't. It took all that time. And then what's happened with COVID, I know exactly why it took the time, Colette. And the timing, if I'd have not moved to this place, if I didn't have my beautiful earth angel landlady that I have, I would have been in financial ruin after what's happened with COVID. So I wouldn't have known that, and I was pissy because, and that's the only word I can use, I was pissy because I was like, I want it now, and I didn't. But the frustration of not seeing those things, you know, move towards what I wanted, and you get frustrated, then that moves it further back, and then you're just getting pissy because you're like, you're not working for me. I'm not getting this quick enough. But know that things work, you know, things, the angels always work to our highest good. We just don't see it at the time. And of course, all like I say, this stuff's happened with COVID. I'm like, I get you. I didn't get it at the time, but I get it now, 2 years down the line. So always know there's a higher purpose, and always know that they're working for our highest good to serve us solely. And that's what people have to remember. You know, they're always working for us. You just might not always see that, you know. So have faith and keep the faith. Keep your thoughts high and working to what you want, you know, as well. And I'm hearing you, Michael, because Michael's saying you only have to give it to the universe once what you want. You don't have to continually give it, you know. Just make sure you know what you want, what you're asking for initially. Ask for it and leave it at that, is what I'm hearing. Because so many of us, I think, including me, I'm guilty, you know, we keep adding ears and eyes to it. And Michael says, you know, just have it in your head what you're asking the universe for, and just leave it once you've asked for it. Otherwise, you know, you kind of adding everything to it, and then it gets mumble jumbled into what you're actually asking the universe for, is what Michael's saying. But that's all right. Yeah, I wanted something for my daughter this week, but sadly it didn't work out. But no, there's a higher purpose there, and this is why I brought this up to you, Colette. You know, is that there's something better I'm hearing, and that's what you have to understand. And these are I've got goosebumps. I got all goosebumps. This, because that's validation. But this is what I'm hearing for you, and Michael is telling me to say to you, Colette, there's something better. There's something better. Okay, so know that brought an experience in for her, but you know that there's something better. So know that, okay? And that is the word he's actually using. There is something better. So rather than think, oh, she didn't get it, or know that there's something better. Be excited by that, because then that helps manifest it. Do you see where I'm at? So many coaches and so many people, and I always say this, when they manifest, they're saying you've got to be thankful, which you have. You've got to be, you know, visionary on what you want. Yeah. You've got to give it to the universe on what you want. Yeah, and you have all these aspects, but what they forget to tell you is be chilled and be excited, because that's such a positive energy that's only going to help bring what you want to you, and people don't always think like that, but honestly, if to manifest, it's the best energy. And I'm hearing again, just guys, people out there need to hear this, be correct in what you want, give it to the universe, and just leave it at that. And don't add eyes and ears to it, I'm hearing, which is interesting. So someone needs to hear this guidance, even if it's not you, Colette. Okay? And understand, Colette, your daughter's here for her own experiences. I feel you're very protective of her, which is an amazing thing, because that's what mummy should do. But no, she's here for her own experiences as well. And she is probably going to get hurt in life. She is going to probably, but that's because she's here for her own soul's experience. Okay? And Michael's reminding you of that, because there's only so much as a mummy and the protectiveness you can be. She has to also go out and have these experiences for herself, I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. But I can promise you, he's definitely on about there's something better coming. So, just be excited. That's where I'm at with this. You know what I mean? That's where, But then that is so true, and that's an experience and a lesson for you to learn, you see. It's one I've learned. Patience, because normally, under frustration comes patience. And there's something that me and Diane Morgan always say, and it's the fact that it feels like so many of us on this plane right now are learning patience. I know I am, and for sure that's one of the lessons that I'm hopefully going to tick off as a soul at this time, because I am not a very patient person, but I have learned not to feed that energy, which makes me, that energy is kind of like chasing your tail. I've learned not to feed that energy. Up to this time, I'm not saying that I've learned patience, but I've learned not to chase the energy. I try and not let that energy come in, and same as perfection energy. If that comes in, I usually ask the angels to remove it and take it from me. And this is it. You should be looking forward, and you should be excited, because there's better things to come. But I've got to be honest with you, I'm not going to elaborate, Colette, and there's a reason why. Not that I can't tell you, is that most of the time with spirit, quite a lot of the time, they want you to have surprises and exciting times. And if a medium is going to tell you everything, then it's not particularly exciting, because it's coming. Do you know what I mean? And I find that with spirit, I did a reading for somebody in London recently, and I knew he was starting his own business, for instance. And he said, Susie, what am I doing? He's a repeat client. He's an amazing man. He's a twin. He's lovely. And he said, Susie, what's my business? And I said, they won't give it to me. All I can tell you is it's got something to do with travel, because I can see palm trees, but they wouldn't tell me. And what he's done, he started his own kind of business, where it's called Treats and Trips, and it's cooking. He's an Asian gentleman, but he cooks all sorts of things, and he cooks dishes, puts up menus, and then puts up where you can get where in the world this recipe's from and things like that. But I couldn't tell him everything. It was just the fact I knew it had something to do with travel, which it does. And this is the way it is. And that's where spirit, like us, to have surprises. It's not always good to know what's coming in front of us, because you've got nothing to look forward to. So even as a medium, I don't get all those messages, because I'm hearing Michael quite clearly, because it's nice to have something to be excited about and look forward to, All I've got to say, Colette, this guy's coming to you, whatever. I feel like you're looking for this man. He's going to come. He's going to come to you anyway. Just know at the right time. So don't go looking for him. It feels like you're looking for this man. He'll come to you. Don't worry about it. That's all I can tell you. So I'm still waiting for your epiphany. Yeah, but the thing is, everything's going to fall in place for you, Ben. You know what I mean? You got responsibilities first. This is what I'm hearing for you. And, you know, because you are full on steam ahead at the moment. You're on your path. You're on your spiritual path. You're awake. Okay? And I feel this epiphany for you, this thing that you're searching for. You know, I always say spirituality is a bit of a hunt. You know, it's doesn't always fall into place in your lap as you want it to be. It is like a bit of a hunt to get things to fit in that spiritual puzzle of yours. But just know, Ben, you're on the right path. Don't be frustrated that you don't think you've got all the pieces, because it'll come. And if you had all the pieces now, what do you know what I mean? Things come to you at the right time, Ben. Remember that when you're ready for them, okay? And that's the way it is, you know. If I'd had all this information, what I have now, probably 20 years ago, I wouldn't have been ready for it, you know. So, you know, they know best. They know best. Your spirit guides, your spirit family, you know, everything comes to you when it's meant to. So drop the frustration on that, Ben. There's no need, because your epiphany has already happened. You're awake. That feels what it is to me. And that is such a big thing. And I think, Ben, you have to understand that is such a big thing to even be awake right now, with all the manipulation in the world, with all the coerciveness that we have to put up with as humans from outer sources. You know, you're awake, and that should, you know, don't be chasing your tail on it, boy. That's all I'm hearing, because you're awake. And for some people at this time, this is never going to happen for them. Okay? The penny is never going to drop. So, you know, I'm hearing happy that you're on your path, and the rest will follow. But you're a very busy man. You have responsibilities with children, bringing in money. And it'll all fall into place when it's meant to. But I'm hearing your epiphany's happened. You're awake, okay? Okay, my love? You is awake. You is awake. So, wow, it's all freaking fast coming in today. But I hope that helps, Colette. I hope that helps, Ben. Bless you. It's me. I ask and trust, but struggle to let go. Yeah, but that's your lesson, Nicole. You know, and you're getting there. I'm hearing, take a pat on the back, Nicole, because you have come so much far in the last 12 months alone. So, you know, you can't expect to have it all straight away. You know, it's coming. You know, and you have to, I kind of hear Michael saying, you have to look back and see how far you've come, you know, because I see that you have this drive to keep pushing forward. And you're overthinking a lot, and you're overthinking an awful lot with your intuition, but it's all part of the process, and it's all part of learning. And you are starting to open up, and you are starting to trust and understand your intuition. You know you are. So, you know, I would say that you're saying, but you struggle to let go. I think you already have, Nicole. I think you already have. And the reason why I say that, if you hadn't have let go, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. And you're able now to give readings, card readings, and you're doing it. So I'm not sure where you think you're struggling to let go, because I'm hearing you already have let go. You know, it's your concept of what you think letting go is, but you've already done it. So you've already gone with your inside yourself, with your intuition, and you're knocking it out the park. So I think you have to, yeah, what you class as struggling to let go, because I think you've already done it. I think you're already allowing your intuition to grow and to trust your intuition. And the more you're using your pineal gland, the easier it will become for you. And I just feel you've already let go. So, yeah. So, yeah, babe girl, feels like you've already, yeah. So, all good things. Oh, I hope it has helped, Colette. That's what it's all about. Yeah, but new moons are just come in, Jackie. New moon's in. Remember, we're in Aquarius. I've been since the new moon came in last weekend, Jackie, I've been felt very ungrounded. Vision wasn't good. And also muzzy head, couldn't concentrate, and I couldn't retain much in my brain. And it is, remember, Aquarius is in a water sign. And I was like last Sunday, especially through lack of sleep as well, because I get insomnia with a new moon. And I was very much like, why am I like this? And I thought, oh, water sign. Aquarius is a water sign. We've now gone into Aquarius in the new moon. So I was like, Michael, please ground me in. So I got a hold of a bit of a slate and, you know, help ground myself in. So you know, understand the moon affects us, Jackie. And if I'm hearing, Jackie, also, if you've got people, like-minded people, reach out to me and I will tell you, because a lot of people with these circumstances think it's insular. You think it's just you. No, no, no. The more people you speak to that are spiritually awakened, Jackie, will tell you they're experiencing the same thing. So, you know, that's where you have to understand, well, blimmin' hell, actually, it's not an insular thing. It's not me. It's actually the new moon in Aquarius, and I've got really bad insomnia, you know. So, and that's why, because with a new moon, I mean, I always say I wish they'd take the moon back to where it came from, because it never used to be as near the Earth as it is, and it affects all us humans, as well as obviously the seasons, obviously the tides, and all the rest of it. And it does affect us, and people don't realise that, you know, but it does. So that is why you have been feeling insomnia, Jackie, is this flipping new moon. Because last night, I think, was the first night I actually feel I had a decent night's sleep. I think I got about 9 hours last night. I would, because I've hardly slept. I mean, I'd be lucky if I was clearing 5. Yeah, but this relationship with your friend Nicole, you have to understand that, you know, you're kind of pushing forward. And when you're pushing forward on your spiritual path, people do fall away from you, and there's nothing you can always do about that, you know. And it's your friend's free will. If she doesn't want to be in your life, or she wants to act in a certain way towards you, that's not really anything you can do. The angels can help try and steer her, but that's her free will and her choice how she wants to treat you. That isn't down to you. It's very difficult, free will. As a medium, clairvoyant, very difficult to always, you know, fortune telling the future. I can tell where certain energy is heading, but sometimes through to someone else's free will, or the person I've given the reading to, doesn't always work out, because it's free will. You can switch on a sixpence, as I say, you know. So to actually you know, predict somebody's future can be quite tricky because of free will, you know. But, you know, I feel that lies at her door and not yours, Nicole. You know, I feel that lies at her door. Yeah, exactly, Jackie. You won't, because you're sensitive. Us sensitive souls, you know, the moon just plays havoc energetically as well. Because I also feel very drained, low vibration, you know. But then I'm also feel tired because I can't sleep. You know, so that's annoying. Yeah, it sounds like you're being woken up spiritually, maybe though, Beverly French. Because what happened with me, my dad always used to come in about 2:30, and he'd always wake me, because if anyone enters my field, I'm very sensitive, so I wake up. And he stopped coming in the end because it woke me up. It's like they come in to say hello, and now, because it wakes me up, I just ask no one to come in while I'm sleeping, because it just flipping wakes me up. It does. I'm very sensitive, so they don't come now. They come in the day and speak to me when they should. So yeah, I don't really allow anyone to come in. The angels are there because they watch over me, and they usually wake me like they did this morning singing. I got woken up singing this morning and told I had to get up. So Lisa Rose, your guardian angels there, hon. That's firstly who's jumping out at me. And I do feel there is spirit guides around you as well, because we all have spirit guides, but we also have a guardian angel. And this masculine energy is your guardian angel, I'm hearing. And he's waiting in the wings of your life, just waiting to work with you. So if you want to work with them, just ask. Just say, can you please work with me? And then start trying to communicate. There are different ways with no EBGB stuff. Ask for signs. And you could even get some oracle cards, angel oracle cards, which are a great way to try and communicate. As a tarot oracle coach, I usually teach people how to use them, but it's not rocket science, they're there. But you see, that is typical feeling of your guardian angel, is you feel someone's watching you, because they always are, because they're just stood there waiting for you. Oh, nighty night, Oni. Sorry, I'm trying to go through my messages so I can I don't miss anything, Well, this morning, Jackie, you'll laugh, because sometimes when I hear the choirs, that it's very kind of that type of thing. But some mornings they give me my favourite song at the moment, and you're gonna laugh, but that's what it's all about. And it's Peaches by Justin Bieber. So I get woken up to so I got woken up this morning. They were saying, you got too much to do, get up, you got your show. So it was quite funny. So yeah, I got woken up with Peaches this morning by Justin. But no, I have heard the choirs, Jackie. I have been woken up many, many times, especially as a kid, by the choirs. Yeah. Because there's different levels of energy, of angels, different levels of angels, and different choirs. That's something me and Diane Morgan teach, actually, in our classes, all about the angels. Yeah, you will do, though, Nicole, because you're like me, you're very sensitive. And what it is, because everything's energy, and if someone's walking into your room or your space, it ripples to you. Ripples, and you actually get woken up because that ripple effect has changed, and you're like, you can feel someone, and that's what it is. I've got used to the angels now over the years, my guardian angel, and I'm very protected by red Indians as well, which are my spirit guides, but they're also my main protectors. I have 3 in my home. I have running bear, I have 3 scars, and 5 hammers. That's what they're called. But I have one always stands at my window, one at my door, and one upstairs, because I've got a portal upstairs. And then normally he comes into where I sleep. So I'm kind of looked over by red Indians as well. But then my spirit guides as well. Amazing. Well, I don't know if they sang pop, Jackie, but they gave me the song, you know, because they know I love the song for some reason. And it's, I don't know if there's an undertone with it. I don't know. There's some really weird shit going on in the world. You know, it's like, I love Disney, but that, you know, there's meant to be pictures of genitalia on it, but it's all about how it makes you feel, you know. So I love that song for some reason. So yeah, that's what I got. You know, that's what I got. Maria Rossa. God, we all have a guardian angel, sweetheart. Every single one of us, when we're conceived and the soul comes into the womb space, you have a guardian angel from that time. And they're just waiting in the wings of your life to be asked to work with you. That's exactly, that's exactly what you need to do. Oh yeah, I've heard that. Let it go. Yeah. Amazing. But yeah, you know, angels, they like to appeal to you. I mean, people say to me, you know, oh, how can you be laughy and jokey with angels? But they're not. I'm stupid. I mean, I really am a silly person. I'm always prattling about, and they appeal to my sense of humour because they know what I'm like. So yes, do I have fun with them? Of course I do, because they appeal to me and they love me, that they want to appeal to me. So yeah, I have had funny times with the angels, and you know, the fact that they give me the song to wake me up, and then they're like, get up, you know, that's their way of saying, come on, you can't lie in your bed, you've got things to do. So I do, you know. White feather, yeah, of course. You know, a lot of us do have different spirit guides with us, for sure. I mean, I have a nun called Erica. She was my gatekeeper for many years when I was doing my spiritual work. Now Michael is. I have a Tibetan monk as well. I have Mohammed, who is Mohammed's Mohammed, you know. And I have Running Bear as well. That, you know, they're all my spirit guides who help me, look over me. And then I have my family. You know, I have my dad. I have a best friend who a very good friend. We was a best friend who committed suicide years ago. He's my spirit guide of mine. I've got my sons come in, my father, my grandparents, you know, my whole family come in at different times. So I'm guided by so many, you know, elements. And know, guys, that we all are all guided by many elements of spirit, because like I always say, God source, whether we like to talk about God or not, you know, there is a prime creator, there is a God source of sorts. So, you know, he knew that we were probably going to be fed to the lion's den coming here volunteering as souls. So he gave us the angels and other aspects of spirit to help us on our path while we're here. And that's exactly why. So, you know, you've got your guardian angel, you've got the angelic realms, you've got your spirit guides, you've got your family guides. You know, they're all different aspects of spirit, but will all play a part in your life of sorts. And that's a true factor. I know somebody who recently passed. He had a tragic accident. Lovely man, only met him once, but he comes into me because he wants to help me on my path, and he says, I'm going to do everything else that I can to help you on your path. So there's people that come along your journey that you might have met that go home to the heaven plane and say, I want to be a spirit guide of Suzi's because, you know, I want to help her, and they do that. You know, and it's lovely. And I have quite a lot of spirit from the past that I've come across. You know, even ladies I did hair for years ago come in and say, Suze, everything's going to be all right and everything's going to be fine. And, you know, so, you know, you can actually pick more spirit guides up as you go along your life, because that's exactly what I've done. You know, so it's amazing. And they're all rooting for you, and they, you know, they're there with you. good thing, Jackie, if you're singing that, because it's release. If you're getting frustrated, you have to understand that that's actual a release, even though you're singing it and it's leaving your body. Because Michael's saying, understand that. So you might think you're crazy going, singing, let it go, because you're frustrated, but that's actually release. You know, you're letting better out than in, and that is actually leaving your body. So know that, and know that's why you're encouraged to sing, because it's a form of release. It's leaving your body. And like I say, you don't need anything staying in you or manifesting into anything. You know what I mean? So good. Sorry, I'm trying to read. Yeah, I've seen your page, honey. It's good. Keep going. Keep going with it, Nicole. You know, just keep going, sweetheart. And without really channeling up, Maria, no, I can't tell you who your spirit guides are, to be honest. It feels like your mum especially, and your dad are very much there in your family unit with you. Your actual spirit guides, it's not always something that I get when I'm doing readings. Actually, for me, because when I do my spiritual readings, I'm usually reading your Akashic records. Sometimes I obviously get the angels come in, or I get your guardian angel or people that are attached to you as well within my readings, but I don't always get spirit guides for people, because to me that's not always irrelevant, because a lot of the time people want to know what's happening in their life now, and they're not always interested in who their spirit guides are, if that makes sense. So my readings, my private readings, are normally very tailored to what you need to know in your life now, rather than that information, you know. But I really feel your parents around you. I really do. Your mum, I feel like your mum's really fiery, and it feels like she's like really tries to give you her, like, it feels like she's your intuition in a lot of things, you know. She tries to guide you. That's how it feels to me. Yeah, share it, Nicole. It's fine. If you want to share your page, that's all right, love. I don't mind. You can share mine as well, Angelic Light. That's my page. Zeus, my dog always does this. He's like jumping up. I know, boy. I'll take you out in a minute. Don't worry. Yeah, she is. I feel her very strongly. Your mum, Maria, very, very strongly. I feel her. She's a real fiery, a real feistiness about her. That's what I feel. God bless you. Yeah, if anyone does want a reading, guys, you can get me through Facebook. They're usually about an hour long. I mean, most of you on here have probably had some of you on here have had a reading from me. But yeah, I do have to charge, because I have to keep a roof over my head. Yeah, you can get me on Suzi Parrett on Facebook, and connect with me and see, if you would like a reading. They're usually for an hour, and I do record them for you. And like I say, they're usually more relevant to what's going on in your life. And if you want to know who your spirit guides are, I probably wouldn't be your lady, because I work with more with guardian angels. I can do that for you, but not normally spirit guides, because it's not something I specialize in, actually. But I specialize in spirit, actually talking to people connected to you that come through, and I can do that, but it's not something I've ever honed in on. Whose people's spirit guides are. It's more about the guardian angel, and it's more about their past relatives that come through on my readings, and you know, have messages. I had a lady in Wales this week, and her nan and granddad came through, and it was very impacting actually on what I had to say to her, because the mother was fuming over a family incident, and the mother was fuming, and then the grandfather came in on the back of that, and I think she's a lovely lady who I did the reading for, but very shocked, I think, in knowing how Pacific I was about the scenario, and how that her mother knew this. You know, her grandmother knew actually what was going on, and it kind of blew her out the water, and she's like, oh my God, I'm going to have to tell my mum. And I said, no, what you need to do is go and tell your uncle. You know, so it is quite amazing that, you know, even Spirit know what's going on in our lives, you know, and I think, bless her, she's a lovely lady. I think she was shocked at my accuracy, but it was because I was conversing with her nan and granddad, and I hear them like physical people. So she was talking to me, and I was relaying it to her granddaughter, and that's how it works, you know. So, oh, that's cool, Jackie. I'll let you know, darling. I'll let you know. Oh, your mum's always with you, Maria. I mean, she's a force to be reckoned with, I'll tell you that. She's here with me now. She is a real force. And, you know, that's how it works in the spirit world. You know, if you're dealing with spirit, she's definitely there pushing herself to the front. You know, she's always with you. But I wouldn't have wanted to have crossed her, Maria. She's got a fiery side to her. She'll put you in your place. Which is what I kind of love about her energy. But she's just sharing that, you know, much love, and to know that, yeah, she's always with you. She is always with you, and guiding you forward at this time, and always, you know. Julie Alexander, do you know what? Okay, I'm hearing Michael say this, so I'm going to come out with this, Julie. We all have gifts within us. We all have gifts within us. Every single person here has the eclairs of sorts. Now, eclairs is the mediumistic senses, or one, you know, and we all possess them of a sort. I'm hearing with you that I'm hearing that you're very intuitive, though, and I kind of see that, gosh, sorry, my phone's going off, and I kind of see, Julie, that you're quite good at predicting things, it feels. It's like, I don't know if you get visions or you see things in your head, but you kind of, it feels like you're good at that whole clairsentient, clear knowing. And I feel you're quite clairvoyant too, quite visionary. I'm hearing that with you need to focus on what you would like to develop, and that's your free will and your choice, Julie, I'm hearing, because you have more than one gift. So it's like Spirit, Michael's saying to give you that option of what you want to develop, because you have more than one gift. Yeah, you have clear knowing. Yeah, it's clear sentience. Yeah, exactly. And I get vision. Oh, you don't get any visions. That's quite. Oh, I think you might do. Maybe they mean in dream state. I feel that you get messages, is what I'm hearing. So you are getting visions, but maybe it's dream state then, and you're not getting them in the physical. But what makes me laugh, Julie, and I've got to say this, is that people do not realise, right, that you get visions in your mind just by seeing someone's face in your mind, you know, and especially with spirit. If you've got past relatives, Julie, for instance, that have passed, and they pop into your mind and you see their face, you're seeing things. You are having a vision, you know. You are seeing something within your kind of your third eye. And that is also, I'm hearing, a way of spirit letting you know they're around you. You know, people don't necessarily think that's a vision, but it is. But I'm hearing that you are visionary, and if it's not that way, then it's dream state, because I feel you're receiving messages within vision, and I'm not backing away from it. But yeah, you have clear knowing. I know that. But all I'm hearing Michael say is it's up to you what you wish to develop. It's your choice, because you have those gifts. So, you know, with clear knowing, it's already there, it's already built in. And, you know, with the visionary stuff, the more you use your clairvoyancy, like your pineal gland, it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the easier it becomes. Well, that's easy. Yeah, if you don't hear spirit, but it's easy to develop intuition. That's quite easy, and you could start with just an oracle deck, you know, an oracle deck of cards, in developing, you know, your intuition with what cards you would pick and what format you would want and what messages you would want from the oracle deck. It's not rocket science, and this is the thing where I think gets me with everybody. You know, we're all that, oh God, it's difficult. And no, it isn't. It's, you know, spirit are just there with us. It's not a difficult thing to do. I think for you, Julie, it's all about, it's literally all about your choice and free will, what you would like to develop. Yeah, you are an empath. Of course you're an empath. And you'll be a starseed of sorts. Of course. We're all starseeds of sort. We've all come from a planetary system, you know? So yeah, it just depends where you've derived from. It might be Pleiades, might be Arcturian, it might be Siren, it might be Lyran, it might be, do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Well, you're already doing it. You're already developing your intuition. So there you go. You're already doing it, Julie. Yeah, Rob, you are a light worker. You've got a very soft soul, very, very soft soul. I do think you end up at the rod of other people's unkindness sometimes, but don't stop being you, Rob. Don't stop being you, because you are a lovely man. So don't stop being you, okay? I think a lot of us do heal ourselves most days, Sandra, with what's going on in the world. But know that it is down to us how we feel and what we think, because we're in control of this. You know, if you get triggers, I don't listen to the news and stuff like that. You know, I don't have those triggers, not at all. Guys, my time is up. Yeah, you're a lovely soul, Rob. Don't stop being you. Don't stop being you, you know, because you really, really are a lovely man. You know, and I know, I feel like that, you know, you kind of do get the butt of it sometimes of the way people treat you, but don't stop being you, honey, you know, because, you know, that's their issue, their problem. It's not down to you. Working on that and self-love. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of us, Sandra, here at the moment, doing exactly the same thing. You know, self-love. You know, and don't be sad. I see there's a smiley face, Rob. Yeah, don't be sad, honey. You know, don't stop being you because people treat you like dirt. That's you know, their issue, not yours. Just keep being you, I'm hearing, okay? Just keep shining your light is what I'm hearing, Rob, okay? Because you're impacting. You impact other people. You get people smiling and laughing. You're a good guy, so. Oh, my pleasure, Colette. I hoped it helped. I hope it's helped all of you today. Well, you're coming in at the wrong energy before I go. You're searching for men. I haven't got much time for them, to be honest. Well, you got the wrong attitude there, girlfriend. Because you remember flicky, lezzy, fuzzy, huzzy. Remember, darling, what you think comes back to you. So if you want a man, you want a good man. You want the best. You want the best man you can get, right? Right? You can get the best man that you can get. That's what you want. Don't be saying, I haven't got much time for them and they're this, that, and the next thing, because you're going to attract that. Okay? So remember, guys, what you're resonating to the universe is what you get back. So you need to think what you're thinking about men. Fuzzy huzzy, all right? Because if that's the attitude, then you're not going to get great men. That's where I'm leaving. That's where I'm leaving you. That's where I'm leaving it, okay? So think about what you want in a relationship and what you want from a man. Because if you're continually thinking and saying that, you ain't going to get anything great, okay? Just remember that's the main part of manifestation. Is about asking what the universe, what you want, and having it in the right energy. And if you, like I say, you're coming in at that angle, honey, you ain't going to attract the best. And this is where you need to change. Okay. Jackie, ladies, Rob, everybody who's joined me today, thank you so much. I love you, my Australian family. I love my show. I love you guys. If you want a reading, like I say, connect with me at Suzi Parrett on Facebook, and I can sort you out a reading. But I hope you enjoyed it, and just thanks for being here with me, guys. It means the world. So much love to you, and I'll see you next week. Okay? Bye, Nicole. Love you lots.